Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2026 and the Eastern Uganda Region Chess Championship is happening. Today was the first day, 24th July, and it's happening at the source of the Nile in Chinji City. So without further ado, get to one of the best games that happened today. It took 23 minutes, 23 moves to put down an elephant in chess. Harold Wanyama was beaten by a young boy called Baguma Innocent, 15 years old, versus a 45-year-old, and he showed he's better at chess. The game starts with the Indian game, Knight's Variation, and we see a symmetrical game that looks like Queen's Gambit, but it's not Queen's Gambit because we don't see no gambiting here. Innocent Baguma plays e3, making it very obvious that he's going for the fianchetto, whereby that's bishop d b2. So Harold Wanyama goes ahead and plays the reverse Queen's Gambit. Instead of white doing it, he's saying, "I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it because I think this is the best move." According to him, he feels that's the best move, and no problem with that. It's a good move. And in this position, Innocent Baguma plays b3, and it's not the best move. He was supposed to take c d4, cx d4, but he just never played it. He pushed, and Harold still doesn't punish him. The engine says Harold should take, but he just pushed also. They just want to develop the pieces and all that stuff, so they're not minding about what's the best move. It's a classical game. You just have to develop and wait for your opponent to make the mistake. So it really makes sense here. So we see bishop d3 coming in, and the engine calls it a mistake because it thinks you're supposed to still take. Here, Harold failed to punish you, so you have to punish him. Take on c5, but that's the engine. We're humans, so we see Harold developing and Innocent playing knight d2. He doesn't go ahead do it so fast to take his bishop in the diagonal, but he's gonna take it with time. And after the castles, there it is. So at this position, at this time, we're out of the opening, and now we're going into the middle game, where the fun really starts. Fun starts with a certain attack. After these castles, Harold Wanyama attacks with knight d4. After knight d4, it's very obvious he wants the bishop. He's not going to take it there and then. We see Innocent play dxc5, which the agent wanted him to do that a long time ago, but he's just doing it. He's taking a free pawn, but Howard is like, "No, you're not taking no pawn here." He wants the pawn back, but he's also striking at h2. And after that, Innocent is like, "I'm just gonna protect here." That's not a good move because I think the best move was to just bring the bishop out, ignore, let him take the pawn, and don't protect it. But Innocent never knew that. So the engine says play rook e8 and then push pawn e5, but Harold just decides to take back and is like, "I want your pawn. I want your pawn." So it's more of an inaccuracy because after the bishop takes the bishop, the king is on a very weak square, and maybe it takes tempo to get back where you are. But Harold is not seeing this, and I think Innocent is also not seeing this, so he just tries to take the hanging knight. But that's just forcing me to take the bishop. And after the exchanges and all that stuff, when the dust settles, Harold is like, "I know you wanted to take the bishop, but you're not gonna take it." So he pushes the pawn to prevent the bishop exchanges that could affect his position. I think he noticed that there was a mistake, so he just wanted to correct it. Um, After the bishop retreat, we see that move. Knight takes c5. Now, the Indian says the queen is better. I don't even know why, because I tried to look through all variations and I felt none of them was good in my side. Like, the queen is better, yeah, but the knight is also good. But the Indian considers this a mistake. Why? It's because of that pin. Well, that pin is very deadly on the side of Harold. He really has to deal with it. And it's simple. Harold is like, I'm just going to play here. And he plays there. But guess what? Innocent Baguma is going to play his very first sharp move where he takes the pawn. That's a free pawn, by the way. Because after the exchange, he has a free pawn. And right now, instead of Harold taking the knight, he's like, no, I don't really want the exchange to happen. So he goes back. And it's a really good move. The best move was to just play bishop f5. I don't even know why, but that's what the engine says. So at this point, all knights are safe because they took this. He protected this knight, and this guy's also like, I'm just gonna protect my knight. The game is coming to an end. Harold takes a free pawn, and Innocent is like, I want to strike. He's going to the side where the Harold's king is, and we're seeing Harold play queen d6. After queen d6, Innocent sees something. He sees he can take a rook. But how does he take the rook in this position? First, he aligns the queen with the opponent's queen. And for those who know about the discovered checks, discovered attacks, I think you see that there's a discovered attack where after some nasty stuff, you could take a rook or something like that. Because it's not the best move, but it's a sharp move. And you see it's more of tactical, it's not a straightforward move, but you'll see it because later in the game, Innocent actually plays it. So there's a move which is considered a mistake. I think he was trying to protect the h6 square with his king, but I don't even know why he did that, because later on you see that this move is the root cause of everything. So Baguma plays e4, which was a move that he was told to play instead of queen f4. He was supposed to play this move, it was better and stuff like that. After the exchanges, he has some better position with the queen in the center, the knight coming out and all that stuff. But he decided to play it right now. It's not bad. And then Harold, this position, has only one move. Get out of the x-ray. Get out of the x-ray of the queen and all that. But Harold is not playing it. Harold is not playing it. He's playing bishop e6. And after bishop e6, we're seeing the first sharp move. There were 3 sharp moves in a row that Baguma played, and they ended the game. After this, Harold doesn't really take, because probably after take is a free queen. If you take my knight, I take the queen. If we go for the exchange, I'm still better off. I'm ahead already, so we're gonna go to an end game and we're gonna win. But Harold doesn't really see that you can take the queen, so he just tries to protect the rook like that. And I think this is the beginning of the end, because instead of Baguma taking the queen, he plays the sharp move e5. And after the sharp move e5, we see Harold playing queen b4, and the engine says it's game over. It's mate in two. Because after queen f6, it's a sharp move, and Harold sees that it's now mate in one, so he resigns. Thank you for watching. I know my lighting wasn't really good, but why were you even concentrating on my camera? Just concentrate on the game, and that's better. I really want to start analyzing games like this, and yeah, I don't know. I've been up and down, stuff here and there, and I wanted to do this, but then I was not really getting time. But this time I got a chance to do it, and I really hope you guys could support me. Maybe like, subscribe, do all that stuff you guys do. Share, tell everyone about me. Tell them about Newton Kent, Nicola Chess, and see you next time.